super hot, super hot, super Hellcat. Yep, that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. The Tier 7 American Premium Tank Destroyer that was released earlier this morning in lock boxes. Now, do I think that this is a good vehicle to get your hands on? I think it's okay. Definitely for the lock boxes, no, it's not worth your money. Even if you buy the free keys that give you 3, I mean, I used those free keys, and then I had to spend about $50 after that to get my hands on the Super Hellcat, which is the only tank that I wanted to get because obviously I already have the others. So getting your hands on this vehicle is not great. And honestly, I don't even think these lock boxes are great. I mean, the Shark is fantastic, but the TS5 is not a great tank to get, and the M60 drop chances are so low, you're really only going to be getting charms for the Super Hellcat or the TS5 most of the time. I'd suggest to save your money, but that's obviously my personal opinion. With that aside, in today's video, we are going to be playing in the Super Hellcat, talking about what's nice, what isn't so nice, and is it a good vehicle overall? Well, first things first is, how does the gun compare to, well, the Tech Tree Hellcat? Well, it's got great DPM, 2,764. Its dispersion is not great at 0.326, and its aiming time is 3.1 seconds. What's going to surprise you is that the Hellcat's gun, even though it's a Tier 6 tank destroyer, is actually better. I mean, sure, its damage per minute is about 250 less, but that's it. Everything else is better. It's got better dispersion, better aiming time, and even when you take a look at mobility, it's got a power-to-weight ratio of 26 with the same forward speed of 65. If we take a look at the Super Hellcat, it goes 65 with a power-to-weight ratio of 24.7. Its reverse speed is better, but that's really the only advantage over the Hellcat. Tier for tier-wise, the Hellcat is definitely a better tank. But I did play this tank a little bit, did a live stream on it, and I don't think it's bad. I mean, it definitely is very workable. So we're going to get into some gameplay here. We'll do some live battles too, because I haven't been doing as much live gameplay on the channel lately, so I thought, you know what, let's do some live battles in the Super Hellcat. So here we are in a Tier 8 battle. What do we have up against us? We got a T95E2, and we got a Cheery for the mediums. As well, for the heavies, we got an Action 10, IS-6, T34, and a Tiger 2. I mean, really the only tank that doesn't scare me that much is like a T34 and the IS-6 maybe, but this is an extremely lightly armored tank. While it has more armor than the Hellcat, it's not much. It's not like a Super Pershing compared to the Pershing. This is like you get a Kruppstair Waffenträger and then you add 5mm to the front. Its front plate is 25 thick, so you're not going to bounce anything. The mantlet, you might get the occasional ricochet, but it's more based on luck. I do think the tank looks very nice, though. Let me know what you guys think about the looks in the comments. So I'm not, really angry with how Wargaming put it into the game. I just don't really think it's the best of vehicles. I just know that I can't really do much with my armor. But there you go, nice shot into the T95E2. And I'm going to put on my adrenaline. We should be able to get a second shell in. There you go, another tap for 228. Maybe we can dome the guy. Ooh. Well, I guess we'll just tap him in the hull. I mean, I wanted to dome him, but my T44-100 is saying no to that. So what do we have? Well, we got the SU-152. This guy just shot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the good mobility of this tank to try and get to the side of the SU. So here we go. Speed is key, and there you have it. This is where the Super Hellcat feels pretty super when using that acceleration. Then we got the Action 10 off to the side and a Cheery down in mid. I mean, I could shoot a shell on the move at that Action 10, but as you saw, didn't hit. That was pretty expected, though. So where the heck did this Cheery go? I thought he was right here, but I guess he moved, so not much I can do about that. Guess I'll use my speed and power. We'll climb this hill, and we can try and get some shells into maybe the Tiger 2. And kaboom! There you go. There's one nice shot. Again, the DPM on this tank is absolutely fantastic. The ability that I just took about 400 hit points off of that Tiger is pretty nice. And again, we just reload here. Let's get another shell into the Tiger 2. And this guy, again, I mean, sure, he's pulling up, but we are just absolutely devastating his hit point pool right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to load in one more AP shell. Thank you very much for your hit points. And with that, we're up to 2,300 damage in this battle. And we've dealt pretty good stuff so far. I mean, all that's left is an IS-6 and a T-34. Now, the bad parts about this tank is a vehicle like this IS-6 can literally take off half of my health in one shot. I mean, that's really not good, and that's where this tank feels quite poor. As well, you'll also see the standard pen is, let's just say it's not great. So, oh boy, and of course he max-rolled it. That wasn't even an HE shell, he just max-rolled the shot, which meant now that I am a one-shot. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get one more shell into the IS-6. Let's do that, and let's back up. So, we brought him down to a one-shot. Not bad at all. This IS-6 is going to shoot, so what we're going to do now is we're going to push off to the side of this T-34, and we're going to get a shell right into him. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Nice fire for 440, and let's finish him off. So this was actually a really good battle, even against tier 8s, to showcase where I think the Super Hellcat is amazing. I mean, the gun we were able to easily use in this game, and we were able to deal 3,874 damage. Not only that, but we came out with a mastery, quite obviously. So, pretty good battle in the Super Hellcat. You can clearly see where the tank is great. The gun is amazing. Sure, a lot of people are going to compare it to the Hellcat, and they're going to call it a much worse Hellcat, but I do think that it is a worse Hellcat, but I also don't think that you have as many disadvantages. I like the fact that this is a tier 7 and that there is one advantage, which is the on-movement dispersion. It's a bit better, and you can actually play this like a medium because you have a decent chunk of hit points, where the Hellcat, you really don't. So I do like that aspect. It can still play tier 6s, and even up against tier 8s, you can just kind of stay more passive or do what I did and play it like a medium and do pretty well with, you know, the ridiculous DPM you have. So I don't actually hate this tank. I don't think it's the best vehicle, and I'm disappointed I had to spend $50 to try and get a tank that I'm probably never going to drive after today's video, but it's definitely a tank that I think is quite cool. I just wish that Wargaming made it a free event. They put it in the Blitz fair instead of the sphere, because nobody really asked for the sphere. I don't think it's a bad tank. I know there's a lot of people that like it, but nobody was like, ah, yeah, I want a premium version of the Leo. I just wish that Wargaming made the Super Hellcat part of the Christmas event. We all thought it was going to be, but nope. It was shoved into lock boxes. Now, I was spotted, which I guess was from those agents. I mean, I'm very surprised I was spotted, judging that I do have a pretty solid camo rating, but oh well. We've got people pushing towards A, which would maybe be the FV. No, the FV's over here. I don't know what's going on this battle. Our Dicker Max just got demolished, but that was that guy's fault. He played the tank bad, and he learned his lesson. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push my tank up aggressive. Could be a bad idea, yes, but I think that I can get some decent shells out, so we'll see. We will definitely see. We got the stayer off to the side, and there's a nice shot into the FV201. We're going to reload. I'm going to load some HEs onto the stayer. There you go. There's one nice shot, and let's get another HE shell out, and there you go. Two nice shots, although I basically have no support from a team. So there's a third shell, and I mean, you can very easily see where the gun on this tank feels great. I mean, I just absolutely demolished that stayer, but at the same time, now I've got a tank with 3,000 DPM shooting at me. I just got hit by that IS, and that's basically the end of my tank. I mean, I didn't play it inherently wrong here, but because my team fell apart so quickly, there's really nothing I can do. I mean, it's already a 3 versus 6. So yeah, very, very bad tank when it comes to team support. And this was a good battle to showcase that. If anybody's going to say I played this wrong in the comments, sure, go ahead. But for the most part, I mean, there wasn't much I could have done here. Not only that, but we even had a Panther go to base A, and our team still lost. So this was a good battle to really showcase that it doesn't do well when a team doesn't do well for you. Thankfully, I do have a battle starred, another pretty solid one, so I might as well show the starred battle because that was a pretty good game, and it'll at least showcase another good game in the tank, so I don't have to show a battle like that one. So here we are on Himmelsdorf against tier 8s, and this is a battle where I did get pushed, but I was able to use that push. I'm platooned with a fellow Mystic member, Flobsy, and basically what's going to happen here is I'm going to get pushed by about their entire medium flank, and I'm just going to ring them around the rosy, and because of that, and because they want to shoot me so bad, I actually get away with it, and we actually win the battle because of it. So I do think that this tank has a lot of potential. You saw the last battle we did 3,800, but in a game where your team has no clue what they're doing, on a map like Port Bay where you have a very poor situation and grasp of holding, you're basically done. So let's see what we can do here. I am waiting right at this spot. I always love this position, and oh my, oh, that's the side of a T-54 Mod 1, so thank you for your hit points. And you're going to see where the DPM on this tank just feels amazing. I mean, there's a second shell into the 54 Mod 1. This guy's obviously lacking of these skills, so I'm just going to get another shell into the Mod 1. That's 654 hit points I just took off of that player. Now that shot there, that was just iffy. I don't know what else to say. But hey, we're already up to 600 damage, which is not bad at all. There's the Mod 1. Shell went a little bit higher than I wanted it to. And, well, now here comes pain. So I'm going to put on my adrenaline. I obviously saved it for a moment like this. And this Pantera is going to shoot at me. Now, I have the same damage per shot as the Pantera. That guy is a 3-shell autoloader. And I just want to point out, I got 3 shells out. So I have out-reloaded the Pantera's clip. In fact, I would easily have beat him in this fight here. But then this happened. Yeah. Okay, well, we get a nice shell into the lower plate of the Mod 1. But right now I've got the Chimera and my Dracula getting ready to push off to the side. One thing I've noticed about this tank is it has absolutely horrific traverse speed. So that's one thing you'll notice. But right now I'm going to speed Pantera gets tracked, and with that, boom, easy shot into the side of his vehicle, using that mobility again. I mean, just look at how hard they're trying to get to me, but there you go. Teammate comes in for the rescue, and boom, easy shots, finishing off the T-54 Mod 1. So what looked like an absolutely horrific game, and by the way, that bounced. I mean, the standard pen, as you can see, is very poor on the take, but what looked like a horrific game and what was going to be a sure defeat turned out to be a pretty solid victory. So I do really like the Super Hellcat, but I don't love the teams that it gets. The teams are absolutely terrible, and in a lot of games like this one, you will fall apart because of that. But hey, we're trying to get out more damage here. Got one shell into the Chieftain. Come on, we can get one more out, and boom, nice shot into the turret. We're at 2,873 damage, and there's only one tank left, an AFK 53 TP. So I'm going to try and make my way over towards him, but, well, you're going to see what happens. Again, my AP shells just say no siree. So what I would suggest to do in this tank is really against any decently armored vehicle, just load the premium. Even if you have a decent chance of penning it with standard, just load premium. It's not going to kill you, and you're going to pen your shot at least, because I can't tell you how many shots I have bounced because of frustration. But let's see. Let's get a shell. Oh, yeah, that's right. We just bounced the side of him. So if we had more pen, that would have easily cut through. But instead, I'm just going to load a premium shell and tap him right in the side of the turret. Pretty nice roll as well for 230. So 3,103 damage at the end of today's battle. And this was another mastery. Clearly, with the masters I've been pulling out in this tank, it's not very hard to get them because the players that are using it just aren't doing fantastic in it. But I can't really blame them. It's definitely not the best tank. I mean, that last battle we played, I did 1,200 damage. And I mean, look at my team. We had a, yeah, I mean, just not good. But, oh well, that is the Super Hellcat for you. I don't think it's a bad tank at all. I don't think it's necessarily a great tank. It's just a vehicle that will sit in my garage and collect dust. So hopefully you enjoyed today's video, and let me know what you guys think about it in the comments down below. Bye-bye.